Condition Green is an anime I was always curious about after seeing a few scans of it in New Type magazine many years ago. It never got a Western release as far as I know, so I never got to see it, but thanks to the power of the internet, that is now possible. The story is an elite squad is formed to protect the Emerald Earth in the Inferior's galaxy from an alien invasion known as the Khazarians Empire. Simple enough really. However, this show feels more like a side story to a bigger story, as all the stuff about the Inferior's galaxy and the Khazarian Empire is never really touched on. It's all just set on Emerald Earth and is basically a battle between the Earth's army and a massive mobile fortress called Moby Dick. Major Keith Winters was assigned a new platoon but refuses as he struggles to cope with the loss of his old squad. Things will get worse for Keith and he finally accepts being the leader of the new platoon, called, you guessed it, Condition Green. There's only 5 members, but they are the best of the best, and like I said before, have unique talents that sets them apart. Eddie McLagan is the gunslinging expert and ladies man. He rarely misses a shot with his trusted handgun. Shao Yakazaki is the hands-to-hand combat master. His speed and natural reflexes make him a formidable opponent. He also has a very cool Winter Soldier robot arm. Jan Novelum, who is not exactly human but some other race called the Urians. From what it seems, they seem to be a peaceful race, almost like the Nameks from Dragon Ball. They have the ability to heal others, and Jan fights almost like a Jedi Knight. And like the Jedi, it seems Urians can be corrupted to work for evil rather than good. Father George is a big guy with big guns. Brute force is his answer to a problem. And then of course you have the leader of the group, Major Winters himself, who has all-round talents. The odd thing about this show is that we don't really see much of Condition Green. I feel like there should have been way more interaction between the group. I mean, what little we do see is cool, but I feel like I'm missing out on a whole lot of banter between them. The technology in this show is also odd. It's definitely a mix of bio and normal tech, but again it's not really explained, you kind of just go along with it. Although there is this bizarre sex scene that comes out of nowhere. I say bizarre because they seem to be doing the deed through a computer screen. Insert my Jackie Chan face of what is happening here. I was quite confused, and what made it even stranger is what she's having sex with. This is somewhat explained by the last episode, which while it did wrap things up, still felt a little rushed. Even though Condition Green is a 90s OVA, it's clear the budget was low for this. There are even some cases of animation being reused. It's a pity because a bigger budget would have allowed for bigger action and better animation, which may have helped the show. The character designs have this overly huge factor to them. Either their eyes are massive, even for anime standard, or some if not all parts of their body are huge. You might say it's bad art, but it's also more likely the style they were going for. It reminds me of some Marvel comic stuff from the 90s. I felt like the villains in here were a bit lackluster. Even though they had the potential to be great, the show feels like one big tease, where you're just around the corner from something great happening, but it never does. While it didn't live up to my expectations, I was still entertained. The story is not amazing, but just does enough to keep you interested. And with it being only 6 episodes, you can easily get through it in one setting. So yeah, if you like your sci-fi anime, I say give it a watch. It's a nice laid back chill anime to get through. As always, thanks for watching and catch you next time.